Tayo, Magrikka. Well, the Tayo is based on the perfect balanced circle. So if you want to perform it, you first need to understand what this is. And it's basically a circle by nominations. And a nomination is a singular idea, or for example, a dot on a shape or picture, abstracted or in abstraction. We make it visible by giving it an attribute or highlighting it with something like light. Now, to this, we form a new nomination, this first nomination drawn, and even if unsymmetrical, the systematically and symmetrically total opposition by magnitude to the previous one. What does this mean? Well, usually if you form a circle, you would go from -1 to 1. Then you would go over from 1 to -3, and from that 3. Then to -5, and from that over to 5. If we want to form the perfect balanced circle, we need to add a different idea to it. We need to add the square idea to it, meaning we understand we go from 1 and choose a new nomination that's random to it, for example, to -6. And from -1 and -6 as just chosen nominations, we go over to the total symmetrically opposite to the magnitude of both of these, meaning -1 and -6, meaning in this case that would be 7, and from -7 we, by systematically opposite in magnitude, we then go over to -2 and then balance the circle to the number that is equaling to both of these, which is, we had now -1, -6, -7, 2, and the balance would be led at the second step, which then would be 3, and from that we go over to the opposite to it, which would be -3. And from this we repeat the same pattern. Or don't. Hence we now have formed the perfect balanced circle. Now the Tayo is performed by form the perfect balanced circle, breathe through the circles, abstract the breathe to a representation, or there's a breath to a representation of you, cease all other manifested ideas or movements still, rotate the circle, and each rotation new form a circle ceased to it, breathe in the ceased circles, step into the middle of the circle while dragging it to the center of one's mental, and breathe in another ceased circle.